Hey friends, it's Sean with iwashyouDry.com, and today we are going to make some glorious, crispy fried chicken. And we are gonna take it to the ultimate test. I am going to deep fry the chicken, and because I know a lot of you are going to ask, I'm also gonna air fry it, and we're gonna do it at the same time. So we're gonna see which one comes out better, and I think I know which one I'm gonna enjoy better. But I'm gonna save that till the end, so you have to wait and see. All right, let's go ahead and make this chicken. All right guys, so last night I went ahead and got my chicken marinating, and that's important because the marinating will create that tender, juicy chicken on the inside. So that's the first step we're gonna do. So last night I went ahead and whisked up 1 large egg, and I added in 1.5 cups of buttermilk, and then 3 tablespoons of your favorite cayenne pepper based hot sauce. Now that's optional, but I highly recommend it. It doesn't make it spicy, it just adds a lot of great flavor. We're also adding in 1 tablespoon of salt, and that salt is very important because salt likes to tenderize meat. Now, put all your chicken pieces in there, and then go ahead and get them all covered. You can also do this in a plastic bag, and just make sure, you rotate the chicken pieces at least once during that time. Now we are going to take our chicken, just make sure it's all nice and coated, nice and tender here already. Now we're gonna push that aside and let that sit there. We are gonna start with our breading, and what is gonna make our breading extra crispy is a few things. So first we're gonna start off with about 2 3/4 cup of all-purpose flour, and I'm just gonna use a nice large shallow pan or dish here. And then we're gonna use 1 cup of cornstarch. Now cornstarch is great because it gives it that nice light and crispy coating, so you definitely don't wanna skip that. Now to give it that signature kind of KFC flavor, we're using 11 herbs and spices. I know it looks like a lot, but trust me, it's worth it. So the first one we're gonna do is 2 tablespoons of black pepper. We're gonna use another tablespoon of salt, 1 tablespoon of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of paprika, and I'm using sweet paprika, not the smoked kind, 2 teaspoons of onion powder, 2 teaspoons of dried thyme, 2 teaspoons of dried oregano, 1 teaspoon of mustard powder, 3/4 teaspoons of celery salt, 3/4 teaspoons of ginger powder, as well as just 1/2 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. And again, you could reduce this if you'd like, if you don't want it as spicy. I'm telling you, it's not that spicy, but it adds just the perfect amount of flavor. Okay, so we're gonna whisk this all together. All right, to give it that amazing, crispy, crunchy breading, what you're gonna wanna do is take about 4 tablespoons or 1/4 cup of the chicken marinade, and we're just gonna drizzle that in to our coating, our bread coating. And this is gonna create little pockets of crunchy bits that fry up and give that chicken a nice, extra crispy crunch. So now I'm gonna go in with clean fingers, and I'm just gonna get all these little bits coated with the flour, and it's gonna create that extra crispy crunch like I was talking about. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and add the oil to our fryer and get it nice and started, or get it nice and hot. And we're gonna set it to 350 degrees. Now, if you don't have a deep fryer, you can use a heavy bottom pot or pan, and use an oil thermometer to keep track of the temperature. It's very important to make sure your oil is at 350 degrees, because if not, if it's too low, you're going to oversaturate the breading with oil, and it's gonna be greasy and just kind of unappetizing. If it's too hot, you're gonna end up burning the coating and having raw chicken on the inside. So it's very crucial, and that's why I like having one that has a dial on it that just automatically sets it to that temperature and keeps it there for me. But like I said, get an oil thermometer, and I've linked to that in the blog post in case you wanted to get one. It's like 10 bucks, really easy and affordable. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and dredge our chicken into our breading. And you're gonna wanna make sure you drip off as much of that marinade as possible. If you get too much liquid stuck between the chicken and the coating, then you could end up having your coating fall off, and that's no fun. So we're gonna roll it around here, and I'm gonna just add a little bit of light pressure to get it nice and coated, and make sure it gets some of those craggly bits. And I'm gonna do about 3 or 4 pieces. I might even just do all of them right now and then put them on this foil lined baking sheet while my fryer heats up and my air fryer heats up. It's good. All right. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get cleaned up just a little bit here, and then we will get to frying. Okay, I've got my air fryer heating up, my oil heating up, and we are going to put this fried chicken to the test. Let's add some chicken to the air fryer. So I've preheated my air fryer to 375 degrees. We're gonna go ahead and add, I'll do one of each, right? So I'm gonna do a drumstick, we'll do a thigh, and a wing. And just like the oil fryer, you wanna make sure you give these room. The air is gonna circulate around them and create that crust. Okay. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and hit these with just a little bit of cooking spray. I'm gonna go ahead and air fry the chicken for about 12 minutes, and then we will flip them over and check them and go from there. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and add in a drumstick here to my hot oil. It should sizzle right as it lands. And remember, don't touch it for about 2 minutes. Give it its time. Adding a thigh here. And then I'll do a wing as well. We'll get one of each going. Beautiful. I'm so excited. Okay, we're at about 3 minutes right now, and it's already looking pretty dang good. Okay, so you can see the air fryer chicken. It is browning nicely, so I'm gonna just flip them over. That was about 14 minutes. I got a little distracted. Flip it over. I'm gonna give it another little spritz on the back side with some cooking spray. Okay. And we're gonna put it back in for about another, probably 10 minutes. Oh boy, those are looking mighty fine. Let's check the temperature one more time. We're about 8 minutes right now. She ready. All right, let's go ahead and put our chicken from the fryer. Oh, that is nice and crispy. Check out that. Wow, gorgeous. Now, let's go ahead and check out the air fryer. So it's been in flipped for about 5 minutes now. Check that out. All right, this chicken is already looking pretty good, but it's not quite cooked through yet. So I'm just gonna pop it back into the air fryer for a few more minutes. And then I'm gonna go ahead and pop the already fried chicken pieces into a 180-degree oven to keep them warm until the rest are ready. All right, guys, air fryer chicken is done. This is surprising me because I did not think it was gonna look this good. Let me grab the other chicken out of the oven. So here we go. pretty dang crispy looking. We have some flour on there still, which is one of the things that, you know, with deep frying, you'll get that off. But wow, okay. That thigh looks pretty dang good. All right. Side-by-side comparison. Okay, so I'm noticing right off the bat here that a lot of the air fried chicken, you can see under here, is leaking some juices, which is creating a less crisp crust, whereas, and the crust seems to want to fall off here on the air fried stuff. Deep fried, we're still nice and strong, crispy. I'm not seeing any juices underneath it. Here's the wing, looking good. This fried chicken is looking mighty fine. Let's go ahead and get it plated and give it a try, shall we? Here we have our fried chicken, which is ultra crispy, perfectly golden brown, and cooked to perfection. Looks fantastic. And then we also have our air fryer chicken, which it looks okay. It's not terrible. I'm gonna try it, and I think it would be good too. I'm gonna go ahead and let's try the air fryer chicken first. So I'll try the drumstick here. Like I said, it does seem a little, like you can see it's a little soggy, but there are some crispy spots, so. It's good. It is nice and tender on the inside. Can you guys see that? It's tender and juicy, which is exactly what you want. Okay, let's go ahead and try the fried version. Whoa. Wow, that is so good. You can see the skin is so crispy. That's delicious. The flavor on this chicken is out of this world, you guys. You have to try this. So good. The chicken is so juicy. Love it. Love it, love it. So what's my final verdict? I'm definitely gonna have to go with the deep fried chicken. It just has that extra crispy crunch that I think you're really looking for when you talk about fried chicken. Now, that being said, the air fried chicken is also really good. I would make that for my family, and I think my family would enjoy it. So if I didn't want to pull out the deep fryer or heat up oil and all that, and you have an air fryer, I would definitely recommend that. And those instructions are in my blog post as well. Go ahead and check out the full recipe for this crispy fried chicken on my site, iwashyouDry.com, as well as a ton more awesome recipes just like this one. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.